So those January blues continued into February as the weather was somewhat gloomy in most of the Northern Hemisphere, but January and February blues is good news for the travel industry, and Scott Dunn has seen demand running strong throughout the month of February. We've seen interest in last-minute ski, a lot of interest in summer holidays, festive, but also people are looking ahead to 2024 to book those popular destinations at those critical times of the year, and also to secure some early booking offers. So in the UK, the key destinations in demand for February were Kenya and South Africa for those looking for safari, Costa Rica in Central America, and Italy and Greece for late spring all the way through to autumn. Our kids club at Pine Cliffs on the Algarve is seeing huge demand, but don't worry, there is still more availability. If you fancy a trip down to the Algarve with your little ones, please do get in touch. Our Scott Dunn Private team had a wonderful evening at 34 Mayfair with some of our Scott Dunn Private members who we haven't been able to reconnect with for a little while. It was an evening filled with food, wine and great conversation, and definitely some talk about future travel. February for the UK business was also busy, an important departure point for that key holiday for many parents of February half term. It was especially busy in the ski resorts in Europe, and the advantage of booking ski with Scott Dunn in Europe is that we will deliver all of your pre-departure concierge requirements. So everything from ski hire to ski passes to ski lessons to restaurant reservations, sledding, spa treatments, you name it, we will organise it for you to ensure that whilst you're in resort, your trip goes as seamlessly and smoothly as possible. Moving over to the US saw strong demand for February. The US economy is continuing to do well, and that is translating into lots of demand for vacations, which clearly makes our team happy. Italy and Greece remain firm favourites, but also Travel and Leisure's Destination of the Year, the UK, which is obviously a personal favourite of mine, has also seen great interest from our US guests, and two of our team had a brilliant trip in December to the UK, so the knowledge of our team is high. We're seeing interest for England, Scotland and also for Ireland. I'm delighted to announce in the month of February, Gwen Nicol, based in our San Diego office, became a Travel and Leisure A-list advisor. Huge congratulations to Gwen, a very well-deserved accolade. And in the month of February, Spence, the president of our US business, headed off with a small group to Ecuador and the Galapagos. They experienced the wonders of both destinations. The photography was amazing. Please do take a look if you haven't seen it of some of the imagery on Instagram, and the guests and John all had a fantastic time. Bridget, our general manager of the US, and myself headed off to New York late in February looking for some office space for a potential new office. You heard it here first, but also meeting with some journalists, continue to build awareness and knowledge of the Scott Dunn brand in the critical US market. In Singapore, post-Lunar New Year, demand came back with a bounce. The guests are all being sort of taking time off over Lunar New Year, but then interest in the holidays came back strongly. Japan and South Africa are the firm favourites at the moment, and interestingly, Japan is proving hugely popular for guests in all of our markets, but is especially important for us in Singapore. The team also did a joint event for their Scott Dunn Private members and Belmont, which was a wonderful evening, lots of conversation about travel, and a big thank you to Belmont for joining us that evening. So whilst February has been busy, as always here at Scott Dunn, we are looking forward to see what March brings next.